So thank you very much for coming to the Shamanic Coaching Open House. And I hope we all have a great evening together. And feel free to ask questions at any time. One of the great things about questions is where we go with them. You know, in the aspect of shamanism. There are many, many different ways to smudge. One of the ways we do is we use a feather and we bring it up to the left side of our energy field in our body, down the right, and then up and over the top, and anything that needs a little bit more. You can also put it on your lap and do it this way, and brush it up and over your body, whatever speaks to you. My name is Gail. My power name is Crystal Light Warrior. I stopped counting my training after 20 years. And part of that was to allow me to begin again. We have a 20 count, and that 20 count was a gift of a mixed blood man named Jaime Storm. And he said everything is 20. And he says things begin and things end at 20, and when you hit 20 you start all over again. So I'm now in the next phase of a few years of starting all over again. Medicine man, medicine woman. When I first studied, I was very jazzed by the teachings of the circle and the teachings of the medicine wheel. And of course I wanted more, and I found every magazine that was advertising something for shamanism. And then I learned something very valuable. They were offering certificates to be a shaman in a weekend. And I'm not kidding you, this was all those years ago, and I'm like, I thought that was really scary. So I didn't apply for those courses. But that was kind of like, because it was so new, it was like someone did a weekend, someone got their power animal in a journey, and that meant that they could do shamanic work with others. For sure you all know that it's more than a weekend, and then you become a shaman. So more and more, what's happening is that there's a gathering together circle of this knowledge. In this last part of my journey, I completed an apprenticeship with a teacher, and patiently waited for my next teacher to show up, because that's what I'm used to. You know, name shows up, you know, someone goes, I'm going here to see this teacher, and nothing. And I kind of went, okay, Spirit, what does that mean? And so I started to do some ceremony and some dreaming. And that's where the idea of the coaching program came from, was to bridge teachings from South America, bridge teachings from Central America, bridge teachings from North America, and bring them together in a harmonious whole. And hopefully honoring in that way each one of my teachers. Inside of the shamanic coaching program, the whole journey is about the training of a person, first in healing themselves, because what we say is the path is forever. And I would have told you that that wasn't true in my more important days. That there's got to be an end to it, right? That there has to be an end to our healing. We have to get to a place where we're in balance. And the truth is, that's somewhat true, that we're healed. But then how is it that we can be more aligned? And how is it that we as human beings can be more magnificent? And how can we as human beings be more empowering and more aligned with all of the elements? And more open-hearted with each other. So in my 20 plus years, I've learned that it's ongoing. The program itself is in 3 years. The first 2 years are study, and you could say your life application. The third year is completely dedicated to your working with others. So what is it that you need in order to work with other human beings one-on-one? What's interesting is that you may already do that, which we say is a great thing. Because then what you can do is integrate what you already know into that. And the great thing about shamanism is it works so well combining things. That what I would share with all of you is that this path has probably given me, the path of shamanism has given me the greatest gift, and I would call it, and it's sitting at the center of one of the wheels I have in front of me, and it's called authenticity. Mm-hmm. The ability to be myself in all situations.
Shamanism I found very scary. I was drawn to it. I have no idea why, but I was. And the best way I can describe it is like jumping off a cliff. And and seeing the rocks below you, okay, and them fast approaching. And shamanism will give you the tools to do amazing things before you come close to those rocks. You can transform yourself into a bird, learn to fly. You can transpose the rocks into an ocean and dive into it. This is what shamanism does. It can change your reality into something that you want it to be. It's a gift. Anyway, and I signed up because I was curious about the course, and I still am, and fascinated, and I'm learning, and I'll be around for a while. Okay, ho.
This program is about wholeness, circular, family, community, the world, humanity. It covers everything, and that's the beautiful thing about it. It's alive and well. Thank you.
And how is it that you can have shamanism inside of you and be yourself all the time with absolutely no masks in place? And how can you be spiritual? How can you be open-hearted? How can you be ruthlessly honest? How can you be totally compassionate when it's needed? And that's, I think, the heart of what shamanism gives. It allows you to finally take off all the masks. Thank you, everyone, for coming. And we never say goodbye. We say until we meet again, or see you in the dream. Ho.